it was an experience. So my girlfriend took me to this place, and the guy's rubbing her feet and shit, and he's looking at me, he's like, oh, hey, do you do this back at home? And I was like, no, man, that's why we're here. He's like, I could tell in the way that she looks at me with her eyes. And I said, all right, dude, chill out. He said, I don't know, I may have to cuff your girl. I looked over, and he was just like, just sucking on her toes, dude. I don't know, man. 5 out of 5 stars. I definitely won't go back with her, but I've been back myself a few times. So, I don't know. It's a good place. I'll give you the name after the show if you want to go. I feel like as I get older, my hobbies get more fucked up. And recently, my latest hobby is just making people feel uncomfortable, kind of like right now. So I was at Subculture the other day, and I saw a sheriff's officer. He just looked badass. He had the little wing patches, so he was like a helicopter pilot. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool. I'm like, I got some questions. I'm like, how many helicopters do you guys have? Okay, that's cool. How many times, like a shift, do you guys fly around? Neat. All right, hypothetically speaking, if somebody robbed the Chase on Forest Hill and Jog, how long would it take you to get there? Just asking for a friend, sir. And then I feel like sometimes this awkwardness just kind of like stumbles upon me. I was Clematis on Saturday, and this young kid comes up and he says, hey man, I'm so sorry, my phone's dead, can I use yours? I gotta call my brother. And you could tell that like 10 people said no before that, because he was like, look man, just put it on speaker and you can talk to him for me. And I said, that's a great idea. What's your name? Kevin? All right. As soon as his brother picked up, I was like, I fucking got your brother Kevin. You about to fuck him in the ass. Dude, his brother was so funny. His brother was like, yeah, Kevin would be down for that gay shit. Tim, you lit me up. I got enough for one more, or where am I at? One more. All right. We got any Hispanic people in here today? We have, no? Fuck. A bunch of white people with fake tans, but no fucking Spanish people. Okay, well I'm Spanish, fuck you guys. So growing up I listened to a lot of salsa music, and it is just some of the most depressing music when you listen to it lyrically. And I wondered why as a child I would just eat everything and just stuff it down here. So I remember when my parents got divorced, I was in 4th grade. And I remember I was always just like dancing and shit. And like my friend's like, hey man, like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's all right. My mom was cheating. We got to be out on Saturday, but I don't know if my dad's my dad. It's okay. I'm Charles Matthews. Give it up for your great host here. Thank you so much.
I thought Charles Manson sang. I didn't know he did comedy. Did you want to sit with my uncle and aunt? You were getting pretty close. I'm sure they'd let you in if you asked nicely. It's okay. Next up, y'all, your next comic. This is one of my favorites down here in South Florida. He is always on the list. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Josh List.
Hello. My name is Josh List. And I have to pee really bad. When you come across 2 people having sex in a public park, it's mildly exhilarating, kind of embarrassing, but you're seeing rebellion, passion, young love. You're the one apologizing to them, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You run into a guy masturbating alone in a park, that's a different vibe. You call the cops. That's get on the ground territory. Can you be a good Samaritan and a guy who masturbates in a public park? What does he do if he's masturbating and he sees a woman getting mugged and deep down he's a good person? Fucking bitch, fucking, oh my God. Hey! You get away from that lady! What is that guy doing back there? I'm feeding the squirrels! He's busting a nut? No, I'm suffocating a rooster. He's choking his cock. Look, I'm calling the cops. And then it dawns on him how good that feels coming out of his mouth. I'm calling the cops. What if this is the birth of a new superhero? The neighborhood watcher. He's out there. Yeah, he's jerking off, but he's gonna call the cops if he sees something. Watcher here. Robbery on 2nd. 2 suspects, red 4-door. Watcher out. That one was for them. This one's for me. They're not gonna give him the key to the city. You know, not all heroes wear capes. Some of them jerk off in public. This is why I know I could never be a hero. I just don't have it in me. I think a lot about Captain Sully. If we remember Captain Sully, he's the man who saved the airplane. He landed it like a smooth swan in the Hudson as it was failing. Saved everybody on board. Very famously a just doing my job kind of a guy. You know, very humble. That is not at all how I would play that. All those passengers would know what I did for them. I'd be showing up to passengers' houses in the middle of the night. Hey, is this John Bedford, 14A? Captain Sully? Oh, so you remember me. Of course, you saved my life. Yeah, I fucking did. Yeah, I fucking did. Now, what are you gonna do for me? Cash. What are you, give me your cash. It's like, I sent you the fruit basket. Oh, the fruit basket. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Hold on. Are you an exploded corpse on the road? Or are you going on hikes with your kids? The doors are opening. I just want to announce that the doors are opening. The bid is doing well, but the doors are opening. So you're saying that some diced cantaloupe is worth your life? I guess not. All right, I'm going to film you, put on this bonnet, tweak your nipples, and sing The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. Captain Sully, you're not going to get away with this. Aren't I? Sure, go to the media. Who do you think they're going to believe? Seat number 14A or me? Captain fucking Sully! God damn it. The sun will come out tomorrow. Louder! Bet your bottom dollar there's tomorrow. Now tell me, is 7B home? I saw the light on. I'm looking to get those free flute lessons. All right. That's it. My name's Josh. Thank you very much.
Are all of us in trouble? Why was Josh List yelling at us so loud? Hey Josh, are we okay in here?
Just remember who saved who.
Great. Your next comic, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Sean LaFlock.
Give it a go for your host, Taylor. What's up, Peach? How you doing tonight? How we living? Awesome. I haven't been out in a while, and this is the first concert that I've been to in quite some time, so I'm very stoked. I get to do comedy here for you guys. Come on in. Come take a seat. We've got plenty of room here. Plenty of room. So, my dad, he's trying to get back into some health. He's trying to get healthy. And he told me he's doing this thing called 75 Hard. You guys know 75 Hard? This thing? Yeah. Or his doctor calls it Cialis. But anyway, so my name is Sean. I'm from New York. If you haven't probably figured that out by now, the way I carry myself a little bit. But the reason I came down here is because I was actually invited and recruited to run a cult. You guys have probably heard about it before. CrossFit? Yeah.
But no one believed a 23-year-old would come down to Florida to coach CrossFit. You know, the first guy I met down here, he's like, yeah, I came down here to CrossFit off of heroin too. But I still haven't figured out being down here. I've been down here for 16 years, still haven't figured it out. I remember the first time I faced off with a palmetto bug. You guys aware of what this thing is? I'm a New Yorker, right? I see a cockroach over on the floor. I go, I'm a New Yorker. I take care of these things. Oh my God, it's got wings. That is what a palmetto bug sounds like. Anyway, drivers down here in Florida drivers, very helpful. Very helpful. Every time I'm on 95, they'll put their hazards on to tell me that it's raining. Yeah. Okay. A lot of drivers in here tonight. That's helpful. But the humidity is so bad down here, I can never get my hair right. Yep. People say down here, if you don't like the weather in Florida, wait 15 minutes. Anybody ever tell you that? If you don't like the weather in Florida, wait 15 minutes? Yeah. My Mexican neighbor says he's been in his house for 2 hours now waiting for ice to disappear, and he's had no luck. Thank you very much. Ice to disappear. Ice to disappear. Okay. Anyway, let's keep this going here. So, originally from Queens, grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment. I have 3 brothers, so we grew up in 1 bedroom together. We had bunk beds. Wasn't too bad. It was a nice, cozy living. It actually affects me today because when I can't go to sleep at night, I'll just jump on top of my dresser with my pillow and it works perfectly. Yeah. We got creative living in a single bedroom together. We didn't have a gaming console, but we had the next best thing, a ceiling fan. Yeah, we'd all grab a blade, kick it up to high speed, and get flung across the room. We called it Flight Simulator. Yeah. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. A little laughter here. All right, nice, very cool. But my parents rolled the dice, and we moved up to northern Westchester, and very rich, very affluent. And I actually thought that we had won the lottery because when we got there, we had a garage. Now, I know a lot of you are like, okay, what's the punchline here? You guys haven't grown up in the city. You guys were, very, sitting on this gold mine that was a garage when you grew up. But where I'm from, I was 6 years old, sitting in a parking spot, waiting for my parents to make a U-turn, and I'm fearing for my life because I think I'm going to be run over. That's how valuable a garage is to me. Like, to this day, anytime I go over to my buddy's house and I see old furniture and a used, Christmas tree, I die a little bit inside. I floated the idea with my dad that I was going to be converting my garage into a home office, and he hasn't spoken to me since. So I'll leave you this. We're in a very strange time here, very strange times. But and I think we need to kind of lean into our own stereotypes. I know that sounds weird, but we need to lean into our own stereotypes. Like if you're able to give people a little bit of empathy, a little bit of grace, like I do, people will lean in and be like, Sean, you're not like all the other Jews. You're one of the good ones. And that is when the vulnerability takes place. That is where the trust is built. That is when you steal their wallet. All right, guys, I'm Sean LaFlock. Give it up again for your host, Taylor.
Sean LaFlock. It's Meatball Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Meatball Monday. Peach. Give it up for the man in the peach shirt. Give it up for the man who you should maybe be afraid of. Hide your daughters, hide your fleshlights. It's Steve Griffin.
Give it up for Taylor. She needs therapy. Give it up for Sean. Sean's not like all the other Jews in South Florida. He's broke.
Broke-ish.
That's what broke people say. Growing up, my parents said, follow your dreams. That's the worst advice I ever got. I now have 3 restraining orders. I can't even follow my dreams on Instagram, dude. It's okay, I have burner accounts. It's a good transition. You guys know what a cheat meal is? I like to have a cheat meal once a month. That's where I call my ex. I love chocolate cake. Anyone used to get beat growing up, spanked? I did. My mom would be like, I'm only doing this because I love you. And now my love language is domestic violence. What's the deal with lesbians? How come they don't want to have sex with me? I've been called a pussy my entire life.
All right.
It's okay, my mom says you are what you eat, so you can call me an asshole. I'm not gay, but like I'm a little bidet curious, you know? Like who hasn't thought about how good it feels to get your asshole blasted clean? Do you have a bidet? You looked at her, is she your bidet, dude? Hell yeah, I want to get like you one day, dude. You ever have a moment with your friends where like, we can't be friends anymore? Me and my friend were departing from the same place, and he goes, yo, we should hit up Applebee's sometime. I said, lose my number. There's nothing you can get at Applebee's that you can't find in the Walmart freezer section. And he's like, no, but they got dollar margaritas. I'm like, oh, you're an alcoholic. But that does sound fiscally responsible. Let's go to Applebee's, guys. How do I save this? You guys like dogs? No? We got a cat crowd? I like dogs. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I think dogs have a little bit too much privilege in this country, though. Dogs are allowed to do whatever the hell they want. Like, dogs are allowed to sniff and lick people. But when I do it, I'm no longer allowed to use the sauna in LA Fitness. Dogs are allowed to defecate in people's lawns. But every time I do it, I get arrested for drunk and disorderly. I'm in the back of the cop car like, officer, what you fail to consider is, I got that dog in me. Now I hate people that say that. Guess I hate myself. No, the guy that says I got that dog in me is like the kid you went to high school with 10 years after high school. He's like, dude, I would have gone D1 if I didn't blow my knee out senior year. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I would have been an Olympic athlete if I was a little more special. Needs. I got the light. This is good. It's good. Saving you guys. Let's see if I can do one more quick one. No quick ones. I guess I'll end with this one. It's not really a joke. It's really shameful of me, but I'm trying to raise money because my grandma needs surgery. So if you want to go to my Instagram, I have a GoFundMe. No, take pictures of me, miss. We need around $9,000. It sounds like a lot, but who knew you could get a BBL in Miami with $9,000? Anyways, I'm Nick Griffin. Give it up for your host, Taylor.
Nick Griffin. Nick Griffin. Anyway, next up we've got probably one of my favorite dads in all of South Florida. Mainly because he's there for everybody all the time. Give it up for John Sorrell.
Very nice. Thank you for saying that. I'm actually not even a father, so we are not. Feels good in here tonight. Let's see what I wrote down. If anything special will pop out of this room of desperation, it feels like. This feels more like an abortion room, is what I wrote down, not a room with children. Anybody have kids in here? Yeah. It's the minority. Anyway. I dated a girl one time, I was talking to her about my children, and she said to me, and looked at me in the eyes, right? And she goes, I've had 15 abortions. And I said, I think that's a lot, you know? I think it sounds like you've been raped. Jeez. Moving on. I wrote this down because I do have 6 children, right? I'm like a poor version of Nick Cannon. Some of y'all know that. I don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of hope left for me and my girlfriend. I moved down here with only 5 kids, and some crazy lady from Florida manifested me with her crystals, and you know, now I've got 6 of them, you know. So here I am, and it kind of makes me mad because a guy from Puerto Rico, he can say the N-word, but I'm from Georgia and I got 6 kids and I go to all the barbecues and I can barely say it unless I have one more kid. And they say, then maybe I can say it. I do make good fried chicken. All right. Feels like there's a lot of whores in here tonight. Feels like a lot of girls that know how to do blowjobs. I don't know. I'm not wrong, am I wrong? Right? You got the ping hat on, you know what I'm saying? We know who's swallowing in here. Yeah, we know what's going on. What if you swallow or brush your teeth with it? Either way. Don't you think it's weird how when you walk into a weed store, the weed guy's always like, I got some stuff, you know? He like tries to take you to the place of this is just for you. And you're like, is it indica or sativa? I don't give a shit, you know? You're like, no, man, this is going to get you right where you want to go. They're always trying to sell it to you. I think it'd be cool if you went into a liquor store and they did that, you know? Because liquor stores are kind of depressing a little bit when you walk in. But if the guy was like a salesman, and he was like, hey, what are you looking for? And I'd be like, to beat my wife. And they're like, oh, take the tequila. All right. I also think that liquor stores are like porn stores, you know? You just can't make eye contact with the cashier in there, you know? You go up there with some kind of weird sex toy that you just wanted to buy for yourself to go home with that nobody else wanted you to see except you and God. Now you gotta let this guy know you're buying a fleshlight, you know, that you found on Instagram because some guy was doing it and you were like, he was like, this thing's the best. You're like, what? You probably swallowed, I don't know. It was a weird story. I went into the, easy there, buddy, the train's coming. I was in the sauna today because I like to hit on men. Yeah, it's nice. And this guy was talking to me with a great Colombian accent. Had a shaved chest, pretty built. And he was a weight loss doctor, but pretty fat, just to be clear. Pretty big guy, but weight loss. He's like, I'm a weight loss doctor. And but also, he said he also treats cancer patients. So I think he's just a chiropractor. Because I mean, you're not, what are you talking about, man? You're a weight loss doctor and a cancer doctor? That doesn't make any sense. What's your story? What's going on here? Y'all together? What's going on?
Yeah.
Y'all are together?
Yeah.
Y'all lesbos? Oh, y'all are threesomes.
Yeah.
What is that called? Oh, y'all are sisters. Oh, well, I took that a wrong turn. You could have been from my state, Georgia, and I could have been down and be like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, we are from Georgia.
You are? What part?
Gwinnett.
That's where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Tequila High School.
Oh, Collins Hill.
Yeah, Collins Hill was my first summer school. Yeah. My first summer school, Collins Hill. First hand job in summer school, Collins Hill. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I like to end with this story. First of all, I'll say this real fast. I hate to see a Mexican family eating Taco Bell. It seems depressing. You brought the motherland. You brought the food over. Don't degrade yourself. Anyway, that's a funnier joke in my head. Way funnier. And in 1977, my dad's business partner, he was drafted into the Major League Baseball and played baseball for 12 years out of the bigs, right? He got there was 100 people at rookie ball. There was 100 people in the stands out there, and the coach looked at all 100 of them and said, there's only going to be 2 of you that are going to make it to the pros. And my dad's business partner looked at the coach and goes, I wonder who the other guy is, right? That's how all you guys need to be thinking tonight. Praise God.
John Sorrell's 7th child is sitting right here in front of us. Fabulous. Are you guys ready for your next comic? Yeah, get it rolling, get it clapping. Very funny, very chill guy. Give it up for Devin.
sorry. I was drinking alcohol. Hi! Yeah, how are you sexy motherfuckers doing tonight? Woo! Love it. I'm a bit of a nerd. I like nerdy shit, if you can't tell. Anybody like Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think everybody could like Shakespeare. We just gotta switch it up now. You know, make it a little bit more modern. Like, for example, you know how like Spanish will mix with English, Spanglish, right? We could do that with Shakespeare, with modern terms. I'll give an example. So, Romeo and Juliet, everybody knows that one, right?
Yeah.
Right, so Juliet's always like, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? But Romeo will be like, art thou serious, bitch? I'm right here. Like, are you kidding me? Where are you looking? I don't. No, I think it would help. No, not like that one. That's okay. All right, it's new. I don't give a fuck. It's fine. Not a lot of people like Shakespeare anyway. I was surprised a lot of you cheer for that anyway. Everybody likes Lion King though. That's Shakespeare. Yeah, it's like furry Hamlet. Yeah, it's always great. Elton John is cool. I like him. I know that was a jump. That was like an idiot, but he wrote that soundtrack, so that was yeah. He's a rocket man. Sometimes I feel like I'm a rocket man. I get too high and then come on stage. Yeah, thank you. It's cool. They're making a lot of like Lion King remakes nowadays. It's funny enough that I'm kidding you not. I wrote all of this, believe it or not. So Lion King is like so strange. They're making all these remakes. They had the Mufasa one. You saw that recently?
Yeah.
It's like live action and shit, right? And they're like, oh, Mufasa, he's a king. He's gonna like come out here and he's gonna like rule the land and shit. And I watched that movie and it was bad.
Shocker.
Yeah, I know. And the reason it was bad, right, is because it wasn't like Shakespeare at all. You know, you just go and there wasn't any lion sex in it, and that was the part I was upset about. Sorry, yeah, one laugh. All right, cool, that's fine. I don't know, guys. I'm going with it. Aw, thanks, Jordan. Was that a squeaky toy? I love that. Can I play with that later? Oh, okay, all right, cool. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm a dog. I feel like if I was a dog, I'd be like one of those curly poodle ones. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like you look like the dog you own. I look like I don't own like a stray dog with like rabies. I don't know. Does anybody have pets in here? Oh yeah, cool. A lot of you probably need to like wash your couch. Yeah, I love pets, but they could be smelly. I had a dog for the longest time. He was a Rhodesian Ridgeback. His name was Cody. Right. Well, some of you actually know that used to be a country. There was I don't know if that was that political or something. Why is that new? Like, I'm not talking about Israel or anything here. I'm just saying Rhodesia. Like nobody even knows what the fuck that is. Do you even know where that is? Oh, actually. Oh wow! Oh shit! I'm the fuck. Sorry, dude. Educated. Holy shit! At a comedy show? God damn. All right. No, I'm just kidding. Are you a comedian?
Try.
All right. That's why. God damn it. All right. Yeah. It's always like the fellow narcissists that are also intelligent that are gonna ruin your fucking joke, man. Like it's always no. I'm just kidding. You didn't ruin anything. I'm ruining it myself. There's always this weird thing with Rhodesian Ridgebacks where they're very loyal. And hey, yeah, that's what I was talking about, my dog. The Rhodesian Ridgebacks are really loyal and they really care about you. And you can tell this by how much they hump you. And they really just get at it, man. I've never seen a hornier dog than ever. Like they'd say they get active, dude. Don't get one. Like the hair goes on the back, and my hair was going on the back of mine. I was on alert at all times. I didn't know. You ever go to a friend's house and their dog is always like at you and you're like, no, sit. And they're like, don't worry, they don't bite, they're friendly with everybody. And you're like, all right, cool. And you just gotta sit there and accept it. That's kind of like my dog. Yeah, oh, you get it. That's fine. One person gets it, fuck. I thought you all were animal people. None of you, they're like, we don't let our dog do that nasty shit, you know? No? Alright guys, one last joke and I'll get the fuck off of here. Alright. So, dating is weird, right? Yeah, oh wow, I guess for you, oh god. Well, no, dude, you look like you can pay for any date you want, you know what I mean? That looks like, yeah, oh, okay, alright, cool. Yeah. He's the reason the list isn't out. Sorry. I know he lived 15 minutes from here, but come on, guys, I'm sorry. Did he? I don't know. Did he actually? Right? He said, I don't know. This dude's looking here. He's like, oh, dude, please get off stage. I know. Don't worry, buddy. I appreciate it. It's okay. You look old, dude. You look like I would have partied at Woodstock with you.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Oh, okay, all right, cool. Thanks, Mike Pence. How did I know? I don't know, man. I just have a knack for it. All right, yeah, my joke. So I'm bipolar, so I think I'm a woman's dream man sometimes, right? Thank you for not laughing. I'm crazy about you. I'm obsessed. Like, why didn't you text me? It's been 2 minutes, you know? And I'll always flip the dime on you. Like, one moment I'll be all really depressed and everything, and I'll be like, oh, life's not worth living, and then you'll have sex with me, and I'll be like, I'll fucking build a house for you, you know? So it's a good little serious stuff. Oh, you guys laughed at that. I'm gonna end on that. Fuck it. Bye, guys. Oh, and bye, Taylor. Have a great time moving. It's Taylor's last time here, so everybody give it up for Taylor, because she's better.
Devin's like Malcolm in the front, back, and middle. Word. Ladies and gentlemen, next, another one of my favorites. They call him the ghost of West Palm Beach. It's my friend Jared Stein.
Right. I'm starting to feel like our society is just made up of perpetual children. All the adults I feel like are perpetual children. I was asking my uncle what he did for work, and he goes, I don't know, I'm figuring it out. I was like, you are 70 years old. You should know this. It's pretty, I looked at his Instagram. He has an Instagram. And he goes, made my bed today. #adulting. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, it's pretty late to be adulting when you're so close to dying. Get your shit together. It is really weird because you go out and you like see like some fat little kid in a giant SpongeBob shirt and a backwards hat. And then you see his dad and he's wearing this fucking exact same thing. It's wild. And then you turn around and there's like some hipster who's like a teenager in a suit. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I think there's no demarcation between like adult and childhood. Because like in some cultures, like they make you wear like gloves filled with ants to know you're a man. And like the Jews have like at 13 you're an adult, which I guess Epstein heard and he was like, say less. I think it's really Instagram keeping us perpetual children. Because like Instagram is where you do like really menial, stupid shit, and you post it, and everyone's like, that's amazing, great job, you're gonna do it. That's the shit our mothers are supposed to do for us, you know? It keeps us kids. Yeah, it's weird. I heard people are very afraid that AI is gonna take all our jobs. I noticed it's always the biggest stoner who's afraid that AI is going to take all the jobs. The one guy who does not want to work is afraid that they're going to take something from him. The other day I was in McDonald's and I was just listening to this stoner talk about how AI was going to take all the jobs, and I was like, dude, I've been here for 20 minutes, can I please just pay for this? Yeah, because he can't do the job. But yeah, I know some people are afraid of AI, other people are dating AI. That's how desperate we are. We find the one thing that'll answer us really quickly, and we're like, are you single? It's gonna be weird when people are going to like the Geek Squad at Best Buy asking for dating advice. IT guys. I could also picture some guy walking in with like a really broken computer, and him going, the bitch wouldn't listen. It's weird, yeah. Instagram, I know some people who like watch, well actually, it was me. I was watching a guy paint a sign on Instagram, and I found it really relaxing. I know other people like to watch maids like do like clean, which means out there is some maid who has a really hard day at work and then goes home and watches another maid clean to relax. Anyway, yeah. I had a very cool month this month. My dad, he was ultra-conservative my entire life, and he told me that he always knew that I was secretly living as a gay man, and that when I was ready, he was ready to accept me as his gay son after a lot of soul-searching. Like, it was amazing, because like, he's ultra-conservative, and I'm not a gay man. But you know, he was saying he was proud of me no matter what, and I was like, fine, fuck it, let's go. But do you know how confusing it is as a straight man sucking another guy's dick? And then telling yourself, I'm doing this for my father's approval. It's really hard, yeah. I've not seen a vagina in a very long time. Yeah. The vagina really exists more like a god to me than anything real. You know, because I definitely sense its presence around me, and I donate a lot of money trying to get close to it. But much like God, it just never shows up, you know? I think it's that I'm too anxious. I always think that I'm sick. Like, the other day my arm hurt and I thought it was cancer. So I went to the doctor and I'm like, my arm hurts, I think it's cancer. The doctor goes, don't worry, cancer usually doesn't hurt. A week later my arm stopped hurting and I was like, oh shit, this is it. It's weird because I'm in my 30s and all the doctors are like my age now. It's really weird going to them. It used to be that I'd go to this sage old man for advice. Now I feel like I'm showing my testicles to a friend. At the doctor's the only place at which an old man was cupping my balls. But I don't want a young doctor, because I don't want something to be wrong with me and the doctor to come in and go, bro, your vibe is giving cancer. I wanted to say like, that's peculiar or something. Anyway, I got lost on my way here in a very bad neighborhood. Yeah. Something I realized, if you're in a bad neighborhood and someone says, hey boy, you lost, they're not trying to help. But you can tell you're in a bad neighborhood because in bad neighborhoods, all the stores are just named whatever they sell. Like if you're in a bad neighborhood and you're like, I need liquor, where should I go? Liquor. I need a massage. Massage. But just trust me, don't try this at that wholesale store, BJ's. Thanks a lot.
Jordan Cole, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Cole.
Holy fuck, what the fuck is up the beach? Give it up for whatever his first name was, Stein. It's crazy, we're like 0.2% of the population, but like 80% of the show. I'm just asking questions. All right. I get it. I look like Harry Potter with an advanced case of diabetes. Kids at school call me Harry Pot Pie. It's true. When I went to Hogwarts, my first brew was Ozempic. Didn't use it, sold it. No, this is all true. So fat, instead of a lightning bolt on my forehead, I got a McDonald's logo up there. Have a look. Doctors started measuring my lifespan in McRib releases now. A lot of from that guy, I love that. I love that. Fun fact about the McRib, it's the rib fat people have to remove to suck their own dicks. We'll keep that one, I like it. All right. Well, I always like to give a shout out to the crowd and open mics. You guys are here for live comedy, that's great, so give it up for yourselves. Yeah. You're here, I'm here. My wife's not here. It's a shame. This would have been the longest I've ever performed for her. I made it. She'll never experience this good 5 minutes, will she? Just kidding, I can't do 5 minutes. My wife recently lost 100 pounds. This is a true story. We did a little weight loss journey together. She dropped a bunch. I dropped 40. We had to pause. It was a life event. We had a gender reveal. Turns out I'm a male. We hated what we found, so I gained the weight back. I did it for her. I did it for her. Also, my wife beat diabetes. That's true too. In unrelated news, my nickname at home is Diabetes. All right, I am Jewish and adopted. That's how you know my mom got a great deal on me. When I do this joke, I get asked the same thing every time, so I just address it. The answer is yes. I was circumcised twice. But my mom only paid for one. Fun fact about Jewish adoptions, they're just code for returning a human being. I know this because my mom for years called my birth certificate a receipt. My dad held on to that shit. You can't return a human, he tried. So, just kind of get to the end of that there. All right, so I have never watched porn in my entire life. Not for a fact that I didn't try, I just can't make it past the advertisements. I've never been able to last past it. Hey, are you lonely? Yeah. All right, back to Counter-Strike. Anyways, porn is banned though now, or they're saying it's banned. It's not. Just put your license in like a normal person and masturbate. Fun fact about the new porn law, never had so many valid licenses on the road. My insurance rates went down and my dick went up. All right, so I got a VPN, like normal people. For those who don't know what a VPN is, looking at you, sir, you look a little like Jeffrey Epstein in this line. You get that all right? Yeah, we're gonna connect that here in just a second. But anyway, I got a VPN, and for those who don't know what that is, you connect to other servers across the world to watch your porn. But then you get to see what those people are watching, like what's like the #1 trending video connected to Los Angeles. A lot of riot porn. A lot of ice role play. The porn is fire. They had fires there, people. Okay, that didn't work out for me, so I transitioned over to international porn, went to the UK. #1 video watched in the UK, Step Queen stuck in the rubbish bin. All right, I completed. Anyway, connected to one more server, connected to Jeffrey Epstein's island. Whoa. Just kidding, that never happened. I don't watch porn, none of this is true. Okay, thank you everyone. My name is George Cole. You guys have a great night.
Was that Clark Kent? Was that Superman, everybody? Yeah, that could have been Superman. Oh my god. Anyway, to my aunt and my uncle in the front row, you guys can leave at any time. Anytime. Great. Next up, this man sends me pictures of my car. It's Dylan Jolly.
You know, it's very interesting how differently people perceive you. To some people, I'm shy Dylan. To others, I'm neurotic Dylan. One girl said I give off serial killer vibes. And I guess I see where things went wrong. As a kid, I was the only kid that didn't take naps during nap time. So during the most formative years of my life, I was watching children sleep. Until the teacher said, "Close your eyes," but that only heightened my other senses. Things get a little misconstrued when your friend thinks you're a serial killer. I let it slip that her name is the login to my work laptop, but that's only because my dog is named her name. She just doesn't know I named my dog after her. She's a performer. Some of you may know that by now. I texted her, "Break your leg," which is apparently a lot more aggressive than break a leg. And she blocked me, so I told her in person once, "I'll watch your back," but she claimed I never said "I'll." One time we were looking at some crows, and I yelled out, "This is a murder," and she screamed. But in her defense, she didn't know we were hanging out that day. I do have 28 pictures of her vehicle in my phone right now. I don't have an explanation for that yet. But before I came up, I did say, Dylan, no matter what, you are going to kill tonight. And I've never been more sure about that than right now. But anyway, let me get back on track to my set. So since the past 5 years, I've become very intimate with my relationship with the job market. For example, I told an interviewer that I take a very scientific approach to problem solving. The issue she had is that approach is trial and error. And there's a lot of errors. Yeah, and I recommended that it be peer-reviewed. When I was younger, we used to get yelled at for listing Wikipedia as a reference. FYI, recruiters hate that too. They say you should never lie on your resume. I guess that's because it makes it wrinkly. But if you do happen to lie on your resume, just follow the old adage and iron out the details. I do have a job now. I work from home. I work remotely, and my boss recently diagnosed me with low mouse activity. And I said, is that serious? And he said, I'd be surprised if I saw you here on Friday. I haven't told my family. So I hope you learned some things about work. I guess I don't have an OnlyFans account, but I do change in front of my work laptop a lot. The money is just too good. I think Simon Says the game was invented by a narcissist. And I think I know his name too. It's legal to cockfight in the United States as long as there's no animals involved. It's also legal to make children fight as long as a piñata is involved. When I turned 28, that was the first year I bought my own pair of underwear. When you're a man, you often just get gifted underwear. I've never asked for underwear. There's been zero demand for underwear, just all supply. I Googled, how do I represent this in a ratio? And someone Googled, is it legal to divide by 0? Which means there's people out there dividing by 0 in secret. Those sick fucks. So anyway, I think this really marks when a boy becomes a man, when your local community determines that you can begin garbing your own genitalia. It's difficult though. It's not like a daughter bra shopping with mom. You're alone and you're sweaty. And I asked the Walmart employee, where can I find the underwear? Men's. I don't know why I felt like I had to specify that I'm not a pervert to this stranger. That's something a pervert would do. So anyway, I finished up about 20 minutes of looking at male underwear models until I finally found my pack. And now I am a man. Thank you, everyone.
That's my stalker, Dylan Jolly, everybody. Somebody please fucking call the police. No? Alright, well, I'm in danger. Anyway, next comic on the stage, we got Jack Alexander. Welcome, Jack, everybody.
Good evening, faggots and distinguished allies. I want to start off tonight with some slang I may say. You may know it, you may not. I may say tea. Tea means the truth. I may say boots. Boots is kind of a catch-all for catch-all. So we're going to do a little call and response. When I say tea, y'all say tea, but okay. When I say boots, y'all say boots. When I say faggot, y'all say?
Allies?
Thank you. God, I wish I was a lesbian. Not gay, not straight, not bisexual, a lesbian. Do you know how depressing it is to be attracted to men? Do you know how depressing it is to have to rely on men for sexual gratification? Oh God, and I don't like being a man, which we'll unpack at a later date, maybe after some therapy. And what does this mean? Should I be concerned, you may ask? Depending on which of my therapists you ask, you'll get a different answer. Let's just say that. So who here knows what poppers are? You degenerates. Oh my God, no. They are an inhalant people use mainly in sex. Recently, RFK Jr. banned poppers because he believes they cause AIDS, which no, HIV causes AIDS, unprotected sex causes AIDS. But they are a miracle because it helps relax the smooth muscles, so when you're doing you know what, it's easier. And as Johnny Cochran said during the OJ trial famously, if the dick does not fit, you must take a hit. When I lived in New York City, I used to go on Grindr not to hook up with men, but to see the insides of their rich, expensive apartments. I'd be getting hit from behind and looking up and going, oh, wow, I love your exposed wooden beams so much. Or I'll be sucking dick. They're sitting on the couch and I'm like, is this couch mid-century modern? They all hated me, but trust me, I care more about interior decorating than I do about men. I've been recently thinking about getting into FinDom, which is financial domination, because the economy has gotten so bad. I don't know what else to do. You know, it looks like so easy. All you have to do is put your middle finger out and your foot out to the camera. Gays will pay you whatever they want. And speaking of FinDom, the Disney parks have turned their guests into pay pigs. Now you have to pay to skip the line, so it's incentivized to keep the lines longer. And the guests go and they go, oh, Mickey, please take my worthless, pathetic money. And Mickey goes, ha-ha, thank you for calling, bitch. Kathy Bates. I thought she goons. Okay, is anyone here from or have lived in New Jersey?
Yeah.
No? Cool, okay, great. So, I am. In Jersey, we have this really trashy tradition, prom weekend. You go down to the Jersey Shore, specifically where they shot the Jersey Shore. We got so drunk and we were running around the town like gremlins. And we're trying to find the entrance to the beach because there's a bunch of people on it, but we don't know how to get there. And we're looking and we're looking and we're looking, and it hits me. Where's the beach? Where's the beach? Snooki was fucking right. Where's the fucking beach? She is the patron saint of the Jersey Shore and of North Jersey Italian-American families. So for that, we have to thank. Recently, I have started my weight loss journey, 40 pounds, actually, because I cannot be gay, fat, and autistic. I need a bigger struggle there. I got stuck with the female pop singer autism, I got stuck with the Muppets autism, I got stuck with the roller coaster autism. I did not get stuck with math or science autism, so now my career prospects look so sad because what do I gain from knowing exactly where Britney Spears' Blackout charted in its third week? What am I gaining from that? I wouldn't be up here if I had the math or science autism. I did realize though the other day that I would be a horrible parent, like the worst parent ever, but I would be such a cool grandparent. Like, unfortunately, you do need to have kids to have grandkids, but I can never quit smoking long enough to stay pregnant. I've tried, trust me. In all seriousness, though, it does make me wonder about kids. I never have kids, but would I really break that cycle of trauma? No. Could you imagine? That's why I'm up here. I put those kids worse through than what kids dealt when their veteran dad came home from World War II, or I would put them worse than what happened to Joan Crawford's kids.
Oh my God.
But as a grandparent, we're chill. We're playing video games. I mean, my kids would grow to resent me because I have a better relationship with my grandchildren than them, but that's all part of being a happy family, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna leave with that. Thank you guys very much.
you be an Ellen DeGeneres lesbian?
Which is worse?
Ellen DeGeneres.
That's actually, let's talk about that later. Anyway, next. A lady of the evening, a lady of the afternoon. Jessica Smith, y'all.
All right,
All right. Hi, Peach. So I live in a crazy neighborhood. All right. We have a duck problem in our neighborhood. Everybody's on quack. All right, that's so stupid. But I do live in a crazy neighborhood. Like, it's like spring break 1999, but everybody's over 40. Okay. Everybody's fucking, it's out of control. I have a neighbor who takes Viagra every single day. And he fucked 3 different neighbors last week. And I'm like, Kevin, it's not a multivitamin, okay? Control yourself. Anyway, are we dating out here? You guys are a couple. I'm so sorry. You're in the seat of, we can't see anybody else, and you're right here. Sorry to Taylor's family. Yeah. Anyway, so are we dating or couples? Okay, so I am in between marriages and therapists and jobs. That's why I'm up here telling you all my problems. But I am dating, and it's hard. Like, dating's hard out here. Like, I didn't realize that if a guy was wearing sunglasses in all of his pictures, he might have a slopey eye when you meet him, okay? If he is wearing a hat, he is bald, all right? And I like bald dudes, I just don't like liars, okay? If he doesn't put a height requirement, he is under 5'5" every single time. It's true, you know it. Anyway, so dating in this craziness, like, I feel like one man, like, I was married, like, I did my time. Like, I feel like one man can't, like, handle all of this. Like, I need different boyfriends for different things, all right? So, right now, I'm looking for a boyfriend to drive me around, all right? Because that was something, I missed that, like, from my marriage. I had a full-time chauffeur. Like, that was awesome. So, I started using Uber as my dating app. I ordered an Uber Black last night. It was really good, okay? It cost a little bit more money, but it hit. Then I ordered an Uber XL, guys, and that just hit the spot, all right? But that Uber Share, that's less money, but really complicated, all right? It's a little complicated. Anyway, I'm really into Netflix and bed rot right now. Anybody else? Like, that's my new favorite thing to do. Like, I don't even go to the living room anymore. I just stay right in bed. Like, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Okay, I work close to the island. What island? The richest island in the world, people. Our president lives over there. And I go to lunch on the island. And because I'm looking for husband number 2, okay? But I've been going to lunch, the only place I can go to is Publix. So I go to Publix, and I've been, like, trying to scope out, like, you know, the oldest old man and, like, try to drop some water next to him. bump into them with my cart, you know, bend over, let them, I don't know. But when I pull out my EBT card, they know I don't belong. They know I don't belong. But I don't know. I forgot what I was going to talk about. I have a show on Friday. You guys should come. Thank you. At the Boca Black Box 2.0, Friday and Saturday night. Esther Koo is the headliner. She's much better than me. Okay. Anyway, so guys only date me because of my kid snacks, all right? Like, instead of Netflix and chill, we got Cheez-Its and these tits, all right? I got Capri Suns and these buns. I got candy and Plan B, all right? We are safe at the Smith house. All right, I gotta get out of here. The kids are in the car. Thank you so much.
Give it up for Jess Smith, y'all. Coming up next, we have someone who is recently a winner and will always be a winner and will never stop winning ever in her life. Give it up for Lily, y'all.
That's a bit too much for me. Okay, don't expect a winner. I like the expectations to be low. All right. So I grew up here in Florida. It's a fun place. Super easy to make fun of Florida, right? The rest of the country does it. It's like America's favorite pastime to make fun of Florida, right? We all do it. But I find that whenever there's like a natural disaster heading towards Florida, it's like all of a sudden we all care about Florida and the people who live here. It's kind of like how in high school when you had to pretend that girl who died in a car accident senior year was like a good person, you know, even though she was a monster, okay? Kicked you out of her birthday party in 7th grade. Told everyone you were a gross lesbian just because you wanted to play spin the bottle at her all-girl sleepover. It's like, sure, you've been thinking about what it would feel like to put her lips up against your lips ever since she transferred to your school 2 years ago, but does that make you gay? Yes. Yeah, I said she was spot on. Anyway, R.I.P. Haley. You beautiful, beautiful angel. Miss her every day. So I remember back in like 2018 when Brett Kavanaugh was appointed to the Supreme Court. We were all afraid of what that would mean for like Roe v. Wade, women's rights, all that stuff. Spoiler, it was bad. Didn't work out for us. But I remember at the time not being super surprised that the biggest threat to women's rights in this country was a white guy named Brett. We've been dealing with Bretts for years. Brett was like that guy at the frat party whose own frat brothers would warn you, like, don't take a drink from Brett. It won't end well for you. That's cool. When I started comedy, I thought I was going to be like a political comic, you know, truth to power, right? Yeah, it does so well. It does so well. Until I realized that up until my like late 20s, I thought that Aleppo was a brand of dog food. Did not know the difference between an IUD and an IED. And did you guys know that Dow Jones was not a famous black activist in the civil rights movement? Turns out not even a person. So that's fun. Let's see. Let's see. So JD Vance, when he said that thing about like childless cat ladies, that's a good timing. How they're miserable, you know, what's wrong with this country. And I was like, oh, JD, I hate you. You know, that's the extent of my activism. Ooh, bad guy. really changing the world. Until one night when I was laying childless in my bed, while whispering to my Siamese mix, I love you so much, you're the best thing in the entire world, nothing will ever replace you, and I love you just so much, and don't ever die, please don't ever die, you're all I have, you're all I have. I realized, hey, maybe JD had a point. Maybe he might have been right. Yeah, we are pretty miserable. Pretty miserable. Let's see, another thing. So when I was younger, I would like march for gay rights, for gay marriage, all of these things. It's so great. But now as I get older, like mid-30s, and I see all of my exes and like queer friends getting married and having babies, I'm like, did we need all those rights? You know? Because it's like, call me old-fashioned, but I just, you know, it shouldn't have happened, you know, unless at first it happened to me. So yeah. All right, thanks guys.
Give it up for Lily, y'all. This next comment coming up. Hey, if you guys support small businesses, please give a round of applause for Ryan Panucci.
Thank you. If you also support homelessness, or I could sleep on your couch. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Panucci.
All right.
Thank you, overdressed guy. All right. You know, one of these days I'm going to come here and it's going to be my intervention, I hope. And the producer will be like, yeah, come on down to the show, Ryan. Bring a suitcase full of 2 weeks full of clothing and toiletries. Yeah. You know, no, you don't. We don't. No one else did either. Off to a good start. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Let's get right into the jokes. Go ahead and start the clock. Do you guys remember Michael Jackson's monkey, Bubbles? Remember that? That's wild shit. I just found this out though. Bubbles lives in Florida and is 42 years old. That's how old I am. Bubbles is 42 years old and lives in Florida just like me. Bubbles also got $2 million when Michael Jackson died.
Whoa.
Which means that I had sex with Michael Jackson for free. That joke was called Bubbles. Thank you. That does count as an applause break. I will write about that in my diary. Wonderful to be here. Go ahead and start the show. Let's start the clock. You guys ever karate chop yourself awake? You ever been having REM? And you karate chop yourself awake? That happened to me a bunch of times. It's happening over and over again. I didn't know what to do, so here's what happened. I moved my bed into a dojo. And I am now a black belt. Thank you very much. Hard work pays off. What was that? Racist? What race was it, sir? Oh, yeah. We're all trying to be funny, sir, but unfortunately it's my time now. Thank you for playing. Okay, how about right now? I was in the store the other day and I broke a 20, and the change came back $6.66, and the cashier flipped out. She's like, it's an evil number, it's an evil number, I can't give this to you. I'm gonna not give you the penny, and I'll give you $6.65. And I was like, oh, shorting me on some money, huh? Sounds like something Satan would do. You don't have to feel sorry for me, bro. Like, what is your act? What do you do? Are you just you're up next? Holy shit. What do you do dressed like that?
Not Pence. I'm not Michael Pence.
God, I waited a long time to do this. My girlfriend works at the suicide hotline, and she hates when I call her that. I was talking to her the other day, and she's like, "Sir, are you gonna kill yourself?" And I was like, "Why, are you into that?" I wasn't talking to you, so I just ended up looking at you. But you don't have to, if I'm looking at you at the end of the joke, you don't have to answer it. It's kind of, actually what I'm looking for is laughter. If you could do that, that would be better. This is good. Has this been going this good the whole time?
Hell yeah, dude.
Good. Bro, thanks, bro. Guys are afraid of getting in the friend zone. You seen this? Guys are afraid of getting in the friend zone. I kind of want to get in the friend zone, right? You know, sometimes I get tired of having super hot, passionate, orgasmic sex constantly, right? I want to just hang out sometime, right? Sit on the couch, eat some yogurt, or whatever girls do. Get to know you. Maybe help you move sometime, right? And then we can get really close. We can do what my best friends do, which is never talk to each other. This is good. What did you guys think was going to happen? Are you waiting for a movie to start? All right. Give it for the band real quick, the guys, the band. It's called buying time when you're a comedian. I appreciate you. I was having sex with a beautiful woman the other night, like I just talked about, and she said, "Ryan, I want to do some role playing. So they want you to break in and tie me up, and then do whatever you want." I said, "All right." So I broke in, I tied her up, and I played Xbox till 4 a.m. Now listen, she was right. It was fantastic. But if you're going to try this in the future, do one more thing. You have to gag her, because she will ruin it for you. All right, thank you very much.
Hey, does anybody want any cake? Raise your hands if you want some cake. Keep your hands raised. Keep your hands raised. This is not a joke. Fantastic. Okay, great. God damn. Thank you, John. Thank you. Yeah, no. Ryan Panucci. Handed me a note on his way up here that it guaranteed that he could use my shower once.
It was signed.
And I signed it. So, Uncle Brad, is it okay if Ryan Panucci uses your shower once? Before I leave. Great. We're settling some actual scores in here. Sorry, everybody else. Alright. Also, you guys can leave whenever you want. You guys can leave whenever you want. Fabulous. Well, next up, we have another very funny Ryan. We have a Mr. Ryan.
What's up, everybody? All right. Thank you for the band. Fine time. You know, I don't get the hype behind like taking women's virginities.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, give me like a 30-year-old bartender who's been ran through more times than a stop sign in a gated community. Yeah, right. Sorry, it's been like 2 years since I've done this, so like this is a little bit fresh. I got told about this place last week. Thought about what the hell, give it a shot. But like going back to the whole virgins thing, I used to work over the road in Texas, and I was a lineman. Anyone else here do blue collar work at all? No, this is a bunch of artsy hipster hippies. Of course not. And I was young, and I was addicted to Tinder at the time. I had the Tinder Platinum, not the gold, the Platinum. It's like the $40 a month one. Close your eyes, fucking swipe right, big net. And in Texas, I'm a 7, okay? Miami, 3.5, but in Texas, I'm a 7, okay? And I was a little desperate, so I found myself a less than ideal candidate. And Chris, shut the fuck up. I went ahead and said, you know what, fuck it, pick me up. And she told me, we have to be quick because my parents are tracking my location. And you're 20 years old? Okay, whatever. We'll get to it. So we went to this movie theater parking lot. And I went ahead and played Layla for like 5 minutes. And she starts freaking the fuck out, like fucking hysterical, Patrick Bateman, axe in the fucking head type screaming. And I'm like, what happened? And she's like, what are you doing to me? And I'm like, I'm doing this, what the fuck? She goes, I don't know what this feeling is. So I had to mansplain what a female orgasm was. Alright, we're working on it. I don't get feet fetishes. You kind of see the trend here? I don't really have anything else funny to talk about, but I mean, y'all live fucking among us. I bet you there's like 3 or 4 of you guys in here who are super into feet, and y'all won't say nothing about it. But I don't get it, I'm like General MacArthur looking for fucking people with foot fetishes. But I don't understand from like the female's point of view. Like, imagine like you just got broken up with your ex and you want to rebound, and you go out to Clematis Street and you let some guy tell you really bad Borat impressions all night, and he buys you fucking espresso martinis just for him to take you home, and the first thing he does is start fucking sucking your toes. Like why? Like, I don't get that. And then to be the same guy to say, oh, sorry, I don't give head. Sorry, that's not me. I don't eat coochie. But yeah, let's see, what else? Oh, I don't like hippies. I'm not a big fan of hippies. Yeah, no, like the Grateful Dead is a bad band. I don't get the whole hype behind it. But I'd rather my daughter, like my future, I don't have kids. You have kids, he does. I mean, he definitely does. But I'd rather my daughter get a train ran on by the entire Miami Dolphins football team than one hippie. Yeah, I mean, I turn into Eric Cartman around them, man. Just fucking hippies. They're living in the walls, doing their fucking conga circles and shit. I don't get the hype. Play something right now. Play something. There we go. Oh, I had some other stuff written down, and I don't know where it went. Yeah. I was thinking something funny. I think that's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
How you feeling, Peach? How's everybody doing? Very good. Oh no, who did that? Alright, who wanted cake? Put your hand back up. You guys get cake? Okay, good. We got cake.
I'm going to grab one more drink. Do you know how
Next up, we have we've got the beach legend, we've got the man behind the mask, we've got Mr. Ben Fishman.
All right.
Peach. Yo, man. Give it to Taylor. She's leaving. I didn't even know she was leaving. I'm like, let's just get this girl up here, man. My name's Ben Fishman, if you don't know me. I look like Vince Vaughn on the spectrum. No, actually, I look like Mr. Bean in a Shrek costume. No, it's funny, actually, I have a black donkey. Yeah, you know why I got a black donkey? So if someone kicks him, I can say, someone kicked my black ass. And if someone takes him from me, I can say, someone robbed my black ass. Yeah, I was talking to a younger friend of mine. He likes jerking off online. I still like magazines because, you know, I can at least come on the girl's tits on the magazine. And if I gotta replace it, it's $7. If I gotta replace my iPad, that's like $600. And now it has 2 viruses. Hey! Hey! Anyone doing yoga in here? Woo! Yeah, alright, how about chair yoga?
Alright.
Yeah, no? Alright, yeah, I'm so lazy, I do my chair yoga in a lazy boy. Yeah, I got the open and Pringle pose, I got the bend over and pick up the remote pose. Anyone, where was I going with this? I got an aunt on X. The platform, not the drug, alright? But it's weird when your 75-year-old aunt calls you and you're like, are you on X? Do you see Trump? I'm like, alright, I know you're seeing things, you need to chill out. I think it's time for the mafia to go legit. You know, I was scanning through dating apps, you know, and I actually came across one called Whacked. Yeah, for the mafia. They also have Boss and Made Man. All right, I'll work on that one. So, you know, I think it's weird that, you know, I have to decide between avocados and Bluetooth speakers. You know, I mean, like, technology's getting cheaper while, you know, food's getting more expensive. I mean, what is it? Is it Apple or is it apples? I mean, who's got more money? I mean, what are we talking about here? You know, I met a girl at the dispensary. I asked her for a joint. And then I had to bail her out of the joint. Yeah. I asked her for the papers. And then the next thing, ICE showed up. And then I asked her about a grinder. And then shit got weird. I don't like strawberries. Strawberry reminds me of like a nutsack with like a 5 o'clock shadow. And I don't like hot dogs. They call them glizzies. What the fuck? Speaking of glizzy, you guys still watching this P. Diddy thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? How did we fuck up P. Diddy, guys? You know? We had 2 chains. He had 2 chains. 50 Cent. That's all he had. Little Kim was a little woman named Kim. Little John was a little guy named John. How did we fuck up P. Diddy, guys? What is he diddling? Diddle me this, rap man. I got a quick one for you. I got a hamster that smokes weed. Yeah, he's from Amsterdam. Oh man. You know, when I take a break, I was talking about jerking off earlier. When I take a 10-minute break at work, hey, it's my show. Get that fucking light out of here. Yeah, you can go to Utah, okay? No, she's going to Utah, guys. Can you believe she's leaving us? Hey, where'd your family go? They left you here? Yeah. I guess you're not going to Utah. No, that's the Florida family. You know the Florida family, that's the family you call when you need a couch to sleep on for a few days. You don't even tell them you're coming, you're just like, get the couch ready. That's how I used to do it. I've had 3 brain surgeries. That's why I look like Mr. Bean in a Shrek costume. I had an MRI recently. and I don't fit in the MRI machine too well. And the nurse was like, try this position. No, try this position. I said, look, babe, I know all the positions. All right, that's my time. Thank you.
Give it up for Jordan. Jordan, everybody.
The worst. Just we're playing and playing, and have the comedian standing there. He's so rude. He has no respect for me. He knows I'm not a comedian. In fact, I'm really not. I'm just trying to like get over some fears I have. You know, like public speaking, like just like, you know, shaking off the old fat shame I used to have and carry my whole life, you know. Yeah, you, Marco. Give it up for my band. This guy, Alex Lorenzo. This is Marco Topic. Strolled in a little bit late there. It's all right. We love him anyways. Like I said, I just caught Dane filming me. I asked him to because I want to practice. I want to watch it later. I heard that's what you're supposed to do. You like watch it and you like critique yourself. Because I want to get better at speaking in front of people. I really do. And just like having my shirt off in front of people too. It's like, it's been a while. I still have like, oh, I'm going to get there. And that's for me. It's for my healing. Not for you. You'll see all the stretch marks. You'll see the love handles. You'll see the titties. They're all still there. Even though I somehow got better looking as I got old. I'm very old. You know, I have a 16-year-old daughter. She's gorgeous. She plays piano. She goes to the School of the Arts here. I'm 42, the same age as Bubbles. But I've been told that I'm like a gay 28. And I'm gonna stick with, when I shave, you can really see it. Speaking of that, I have a zit on my chin here. You see it? Yo! I'm literally my first zit in like 20 years. And it's, of course it comes out right when I'm getting on stage in front of you beautiful people. And I thought wearing a hat would like hide it. But then I'm just like fucking with it the whole time. And someone said earlier, if you're wearing a hat, you're bald. That is true. This is actually a wig. It's one of those hats. Just kidding. Just kidding. I have amazing genes. Thank God. Who here believes in God? No. Wow, Captain, you do? Oh, my man. Can we trade hats later? I bet you fuck with Black Sabbath.
I love it.
I know. Okay, so like I said, I'm not a comedian. Thank you for what's it called?
Having fun.
Was it humoring me? Kicking. No. Damn. So Ben said earlier, you said come on a girl's tits, referring to a magazine? Is that correct? Our gracious host, our Lord and Savior Ben, said this, and I wrote some stuff down. I'm also just practicing my listening comprehension skills. You know, John and Jess have been talking, they always go, who here has kids? You know? Both of them. Unless Michelle is here, which you're always kind of here at the last half, which I get it, you know, you got obligations. It's always just me going, woo! So, have some kids maybe, I'm saying, or like, lie? You know, the comedians here, they ask you that, they want you to engage in. This is something I've learned coming here. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a comedian. They want the engagement, you know? And if you like are a good person, you should like support the people. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just like play along, pretend, you know. But I'm a delusional person who lives in like a fantasy land of laughter and jokes all day, every day. So like, I can wing it, you know. It's all good. Anyways, I wish Taylor's uncle was still here because he looks like the 6th Baldwin brother, Brad Baldwin. And the aunt, she looked like a nice, like a young Catherine Keener, you know, the chick from, you know, Being John Malkovich, the like 40-year-old virgin. They were beautiful, and they were great. So give it up for Taylor's aunt and uncle. Thank you so much, Taylor, for letting me practice my speaking in public.
I wish my aunt and uncle were still here too, honestly. I miss them and I feel way less supported and very nervous now. Okay, that's fine. Hey, you guys know I like my weather, how I like my men? Yeah. 72. Coming up next, everybody, someone who has the skin temperature of maybe 72, and my alarm's going off. Been doing that all night. This man, he's tall, he's dark, he's here. He's got the smallest beanie you've ever seen. It is Dane.
I'm not a religious person, but I think if you enjoy that show, Love on the Spectrum, you're probably going to hell. There isn't a follow-up to that. I just thought that was a good opener. But no, what I hate about Love on the Spectrum is that, for the most part, these are still pretty fuckable people, right? You know, they don't need a whole show to define love. They need like a Hinge Plus account. They'll probably get the same result. A guy like me, dude, show me the audition tapes. I want to see the nigga that was barking at people. Give him a show. He's like, how'd you feel about that day with Lindsay, Sean? Yeah. You tune in for every episode. My problem is, personally, I am like the resident drunk stepdad of the Peach, right? I show up kind of drunk. It's either going to be a really good time or I'm going to hit you. And you never know what you're going to get. But tonight I'm going to try to be as funny as possible because a couple of nights ago I was, I guess, a little offensive to somebody in the crowd. I got up here and I talked about, you know, gender ideology, being bisexual. Turns out old white people don't like that. Who would have thought, you know? Old white lady got really offended at some of my material that I like. She's like, I've had it up to here with these non-binaries. And their 18 genders and their bisexuality. Back in my day, black men didn't wear ties. So mad. The thing she really got mad about it is like I talked about how I went on a date and I thought it was just like a playful euphemism. Like I said, with a boy, meaning like a guy of age, of course. And this bitch took that shit seriously. She was like, a boy? How old was this boy? What does this boy look like? It was a trans man. You don't give a fuck. What the fuck do you mean? Jesus Christ. I'm so mad, man. Me personally, I never got like how, like, personally, I think like conservatives thinking about trans people, that's my personal Roman Empire, because why are you so concerned? Right? Like, this is from a guy that like has sex with these people. I don't even think about it that much. You're crazy. Like imagine the first thing you wake up in the morning, you're like, does that guy have a pussy or not? Relax, you've lost the plot. Like, trans people don't even think about trans shit that much. Like, I only think about trans people when I'm talking to one, or if I'm having sex with one. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a treat. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know I was gonna go this way. Another thing that I hear a lot, right, is maybe it's like a self-report from a lot of male comedians. When they talk about trans ideology, they automatically go, chicks with dicks. I want to see chick with a dick, chicks with dicks all the time. It's like me, an intellectual bisexual, handsome men with vaginas. I'm down, bro. I respect you for the man you are. Please let me get some of that man pussy. I want it so bad. Are you guys familiar with Jubilee? Jubilee is this like neo-lib dream. They do all these sensational videos where it's like, one left-wing guy versus 20 conservatives, and it's porn for neolibs. They love that shit. But they had one recently with Mehdi Hassan, who is a very celebrated journalist. He's still a neoliberal. He does the whole both sides thing on Israel and Palestine, but he still cares about Palestinian people. And he put him up against 20 actual fucking Nazis. Like everybody in the crowd, they just didn't know how much of a Nazi they were. It was really cool, because when you gather these people around, they never think they're that bad. And then you hear a guy say, I'm a fascist, and you're like, oh shit, I guess I might be on the wrong side of this, I don't know. But it was really, really interesting about him clapping all these conservative cheeks for like the better part of an hour and a half, is that there was one guy, an Iranian guy, with a little like fucking hat or some shit, and like a little bow tie. He was adorable. But I have started calling him Waluigi Mangione. Because he was the complete opposite. He was just like super down for Israel, like Iranian kid, just like fucking, like he said, I don't think they need ethnic cleansing, they just need regular cleansing. What the fuck are you talking about? I believe with this. Give it up for your host, Taylor. I love you guys with this. I love you guys with this. I've been doing comedy for fucking, I don't want to talk about it. I've been doing comedy for a while now. I guess because like I've been doing this long, I mingle with different types of people and they don't know where my political beliefs lie because my jokes go all over the place. So for anybody that doesn't know, fuck ICE, fuck that fucking orange bitch, Zorod for president, bodily autonomy for all, full stop, decriminalization, not legalization, and nobody was born illegally, and if any of that made you upset, I hope I can make you more upset. Give it up for your host, Taylor James, bitch!
What did that tiny black beanie just say? Damn. Alright. Give it up for Dane one more time. Oh yeah, Dane. Coming up next, we have a man by the name of Zach. Zach Attack. Zach Yak and myself.
Alright, now we're gonna go in a completely fucking different direction. Who's ready to talk about Jeffrey Epstein? Yeah, I'm here to give the people what they want. I'm like Pam Bondi. Jesus Christ. Look at her face. Doesn't she have like secret shopper energy? And you could tell she's a Yelp elite and just brags about it to her friends. God. I'm actually really glad the Epstein shit went down the way that it did, because now we can, like, you know, rip this veil of illusion off that fucking Trump's gonna bring down the monsters and realize, like, they're all involved in it, and we can stop this divisive, petty, tribalistic left versus right bullshit. Oh, yeah. But we're definitely still gonna argue about who's the best pedophile for the greater good. God, like, we're gonna get a pedophile regardless, people, but we absolutely cannot get one whose roster of victims looks like the Hitler Youth. Oh my God, like, it's 2025, there's absolutely no excuse for you to not throw your support behind the most inclusive pedophile in this race. Google is free, sweetie. Oh man, but then they tried to tell us that it wasn't blackmail. Does anybody buy that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't blackmailing people for a second? Like, it's real easy to blackmail people. I'll prove it to you. Do you like getting drunk? You like getting high? Yeah, well, so do our elected officials. And when we get fucked up, you know, everybody's trying to get a little bit estranged. And this is usually the point of the show where somebody will shout, "What the fuck, not kids?" And, like, I hear you. That's a reasonable objection. A reasonable objection that us reasonable people would have. Like, if you wanted to blackmail me, you have to get me in a room with, like, a bunch of women that are, like, 40s to 50s. I like them a little bit older, a little more willing to compromise on their standards. The biological clock starts ticking down and I'm like a shark in the water. It's a sight to fucking behold. I absolutely feast on lonely, self-conscious pussy in the middle of an 18-month dry spell like it's a fresh baby seal. Oh man, but these people in office, they're not like us, you know? They're fucking creeps that you wouldn't associate with on a regular basis. Like, show of hands, like, who has slamming kamikaze shots with Lindsey Graham on their bucket list? Like, yeah, it's fucked up because we're in America. We're at the center of pop culture for the world. We're on the cutting edge of everything cool. And yet we're run by a bunch of aging, alcoholic versions of Jared from Subway. It's fucking disgusting. Get these fucking freaks away from me! The worst part about it all was, like, they said that they had fucking tens of thousands of hours of pornographic content involving children from Epstein. And, little question here. If they had thousands of hours of child pornography in their possession and they didn't do anything with it but review it, wink wink, like, shouldn't we be able to charge these people with possession of child porn? God, like...
Hey, that deserved more.
Thank you. Yeah, like they got up in front of fucking Fox News and were like, yeah, we have tens of thousands of hours of child porn that we've reviewed, and it's absolutely horrendous. I just need a moment to wipe down this keyboard that's really fucking sticky for some reason. Thank you all. I'm Zach Scott. Have a great night.
Give it up for Zach Scott, guys. I am not Taylor James, alright? I don't know if you noticed. You got a new host for the rest of the night, so sit tight. We got some more for you. You guys ready for the second part of this show? Go! Alright. Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Sit back down. We got one more for you. Give it up for Austin Jeffy!
Hi, how are you? Okay. Goodbye, everybody. No, that makes sense. I'm not smart like the last two guys that were up here. I don't know anything about politics like those two guys. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he goes, he says he's a Nazi apologist. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I talked to him a little while longer, and it turns out I do not know what Nazi apologist means. I was about 100% wrong on what I thought that meant. Context clues really failed me there. What's going on? I don't know news. I get most of my news from my grandma, because I don't watch it, but she calls me, because she needs to keep me up to date on what they're putting fentanyl on now. That's most of the news that I get from my grandma. You gotta watch out. She called me the other day, she goes, watch out if you see a dollar bill on the ground, because they're putting fentanyl on the dollar bills, and then people will pick them up and you die immediately. So every call is about that. So now she has this, foolproof plan. Like when she goes to the ATM, she'll take a paper towel out and wipe off the buttons, and then put the paper towel in her pocket. She's very shrewd. Always one step ahead of the fentanyl pranksters. Gotta watch out there. No, I don't watch news. I watch TV. You guys like TV? Yeah. Great. I like it too. Some of it's not nice. Like you ever watch the reality shows? Those are mean, man, those reality shows. I was watching they had a one of those cooking shows. The cooking shows just make me feel so, I always thought they were like new cooks, but they're not. They're like, they're like established chefs with their own restaurants, and then they gotta come in and a guy's like, all right, you gotta make spaghetti, but you need to use shoelaces. You got 30 seconds, go! And then they make it, and then like 30 seconds later, the judges they're like, this is terrible. This tastes like shoelaces. They're a horrible, chef. This just doesn't seem fair. The meanest one, you ever watch that Scare Tactics? Oh boy, that's an evil show. You know, I was rewatching it a little while ago. Something I never realized when I watched it before is that all the people that they prank on there they don't have jobs. They're all like unemployed. Because every prank, it always starts off with like, all right, welcome to your first day at the Spooky Doll Factory. And like, just doesn't seem right. These are desperate people. You know, you gotta be desperate to work the late night shift at the, Spider Museum or whatever. And then like an hour later, you watched everyone die and you're about to die, and then they come out and they're like, that's a prank. Don't worry, you're not gonna die, you're totally safe. You're just on national TV at the most vulnerable moment of your life. All right, have fun finding a job now with the least treatable form of PTSD possible. It's pretty hard to find, a support group for ghost pirate survivors, I assume. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm not doing well. I lost my dog the other day. I lost my dog. And I put out the flyers, and then this guy shows up a couple days later, and he's brought my dog back, but it's not my dog. It's like a different dog. But it's a dog. His name was Buster. I still call him Buster. He gets it. It's fine. I just really hope that one day the real Buster doesn't come back. Boy, that would be embarrassing. But I have needs, so I can't just wait around my whole life for Buster. At a certain point you gotta give it up, like the missing, even real people, you gotta give it up. Like I saw this, I was at this rest stop the other day because it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I saw the missing children's poster, and it said, one of them said, hey, Tyler Harris went missing at 11 years old in 2013. What am I supposed to do with that information? Am I supposed to be on the lookout for a 25-year-old man with like suspenders and a big lollipop? I feel like you're just around by 25, Wow, I did great.
Alright guys, Austin Jaffe doing his thing. Give it up for the band. Look at this band, dude. You ever seen a band in the corner? Corner band, yeah. You like that? Fuck yeah. Alright, next up. Did you get your start here? You do comedy here first? Alright, fuck you then. Alright, well now I've only seen him here a few times. I think he's very funny. Give it up for Zach Carroll.
Thank you. Alrighty. Thanks. I'm at the age now. My mom has started asking me when I'm getting a girlfriend. So I've started hating my mother. I hate my mom so much, I was a formula baby.
Oh no!
I refuse, yeah. Any other formula babies here, or is it just me? Just me? I don't feel bad about it. I think anyone should feel bad. You damn perverts.
Oh no!
Sucking on mom's boobs all day? Come on, give it up, Ray. Give it up, Ray. Woo! I was originally going to say sucking on mom's nipples for that joke. I cut it out. I didn't think anyone wanted to hear me say sucking on mom's nipples. Alright? Sucking on mom's nipples. Alright, that's it for the breastfeeding stuff. So you guys survived that.
Hooray!
Someone told me the other day I look like Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
What's funny about that?
You look like a weird version.
I look like if someone tried to draw Timothy Chalamet from memory, but they were really bad at drawing and had a really bad memory. Timothy Chalamet is the breastfed version of me. That's what it all. Okay, now it's over the breastfed. Alrighty, I think I'm a bad kisser.
Uh-oh.
I know, it's not great. It's a theory I have because I was kissing a girl one time and she stopped and told me I was a bad kisser. Too much teeth, whatever that means. Give me a break, I'm trying. When I was growing up, my dad was a landlord. Yeah, so bring your kid to work day was just him having me tape the eviction notice on the people's doors. It was very messed up, very weird childhood. You guys ever say a word out loud for the first time? And you just know you got it wrong. It just, before anyone even corrects you, it just feels wrong. Acai bowls, that got a few of us, that wasn't just me. I said acai bowls the first time. It was rough, it was embarrassing. I pronounced the word silhouette as silhoot. I did that one in front of my mom, and the thing about that is I was homeschooled. So it hurt her deep, because she knows then and there that she failed me. Exactly. You get it. What was I going to do? All right. I've been thinking about trying cocaine recently. Thank you, man. But they tell you that if you're doing cocaine around people you don't know, you're supposed to let someone else go first, right? In case it's laced. But that just seems like the polite thing to do regardless. Who's the asshole not bringing their own coke and then just going for? You deserve the fentanyl at that point. There's an order to things, man. I don't know. I was hoping that'd be 5 minutes, but it's not. You guys remember the Boston bombing?
Yeah.
It was a messed up thing, right? That guy drove over the other dude who was hiding in a boat after. There was that whole search for him. We all remember that. I have very conflicting feelings about the Boston bombing. Because on one hand, they killed people. And that's incredibly rude. But killing people that like to run marathons? I don't know, man. Life has a way of balancing its stuff out. I want to write an autobiography, but I don't know anything about cars. Alright, who here thinks I look Jewish? Yeah. I'm not. I'm Arabic.
Alright.
But I look Jewish. And I was born and raised in Boca Raton. Do you guys know what that makes me? The solution. Alright, thank you. That is it for me.
Zach Karam, guys. Alright. You know what I love about this show is that we have new timers. That's right, guys. I want you guys to show a warm welcome to this new guest. And it's our first time doing stand-up comedy. So what we're gonna do? Show a lot of love. Give it up for Bliss.
Thanks, man. I like the shirt, man. I'm not sure if it's a band or your pronouns, but it's cool.
Move the mic stand.
Actually, it's funny. There's a guy. Oh, it was you. You were sitting here earlier.
It's our first time.
Sorry.
You have to do that every time.
The guy here earlier, he was wearing a shirt that said Honor Flight. I actually volunteered with that charity. I do a lot of charity work, and if you saw my exes, you would agree. I'm actually here working on my anxiety for public speaking. It's kind of like a Illuminati humiliation ritual. You don't get, riches and fame, but you do still get judged by a bunch of dudes in a garage. So, same thing. Probably addicted to Reddit. I've never done this before, but even if I am bad at it, I've been lower. You think you're a failure until you fuck up a suicide attempt. You know, not really sure if it's a sign from God or if I really am bad at everything. Now I'm trying to stand up, so you know, maybe I did die. What circle of hell is this? I don't know. Anyway, my cousin just found out that our grandma is on OnlyFans.
What?
New recession indicator. Yeah. Frankly, I'm more interested in how we found out about that. We had to go over to her house the other day too, and she was like, "Do you want any cookies?" And I'm like, "We've seen enough of your cookies, Grandma." Biscuits too. At Naughty Nana, give her a follow. I actually babysat my sister's kid today, but you know, I was prepared because my real job is I work in anti-terrorism. Surprising amount of crossover, you know. My sister was like, "You're so good. I don't know how you do it with all the screaming," and I'm like, "I've been trained for this." The kid didn't want to go to bed, and I was like, "I do not negotiate with terrorists," you know. Bath time is tricky, just from muscle memory with waterboarding. Difficult. I was actually in Israel for the entirety of the 12-day war, which gave me a whole new level of sympathy for Moses. The whole 40 years, you know, to make it to the Promised Land made a lot more sense to me after that experience. I'm half German, so putting numbers on them and sticking them in buses came naturally. Actually, it was charity work that had me helping Jews cross the border and get back to the U.S., which is hard to argue with the stereotype, because even when you're saving their lives, you got to do it for free. It's kind of interesting. Sorry. Anyways, I'm keeping it short and sweet, just like me. So that's all I have for you tonight. Go!
Great job.
Give it up, first timer Bliss, guys. Yeah, doing your thing. Great job. Very first time ever?
Yeah.
Wow, guys. Give another round of applause. All right. This next comic, he has been molesting us with his eyes back there in that corner very patiently for the last 2 hours. Give it up for Vance. Yeah! I said give it up for Vance.
So many years ago on the Gong Show, used to be this comic would show up with a bag over his head, and they called him the Unknown Comic. Chuck Barris was the one that came up with the Gong Show, and he did all these other shows like The Dating Game, blah, blah, blah. So my brother said to me, he said, if you're going to go up, be nice to everybody. So when you leave, they may not like your jokes, but you know, maybe they'll win $10,000. So I usually bring a box here that says 10K, but then one of the guys here earlier, he's left, his name is Charlie. I didn't get, because I'm 72 by the way, I didn't get the texting thing with the KK. You know, I'm used to OK. So I had a girlfriend with a speech impediment. And so I said, well, you know, I'm going to be at the Peach. Da-da-da, and she puts KK. I'm like, what's up with that? That's okay. Get it? So then I meet these people back here, and they were real nice to me. They were teaching me, because I drink beer, they were teaching me another way to get high. And I'm like, I know what you're talking about. We call this a pot holder where I came from. So, okay. I just ad-libbed all that because here's what happened tonight. I was going to be J.D.D. Vance. So I'm expecting, you know, I can do an impersonation of him and no one's going to know who he is. He is actually the youngest vice president that ever took office. He's only 40 years old, so he's like your group. And so I'm blown out of the water